Hello, hello darlings, how are you? It has been a very long time, I am aware. Today I thought I would say hello. Hi. And I'm going to show you my scar in a minute after 18 months. And I'm going to do my beef Wellington recipe, my vegan beef Wellington recipe, which has gone down as such a hit with my very fussy son. But it was going to be made as a birthday dinner, and we have it quite a bit now. The reason I'm showing you my recipe that I made up is because I kind of wanted to make one, and when I looked online for recipes there were like so many ingredients and it was a lot of faff, and it just made me go, oh well, maybe I won't make that then, and it kind of actually stopped me making it. This is like 10 minutes, wrap it up, cook it. So that's why I'm going to share this with you. So do you want to see my scar? Here it is. Of course, I'm not sure if you can see it, but what I will do is I will edit a bit of this video and give you a close-up. But this is it here. It's a little bit bobbly. A little bit, actually it's much smoother than it has been. See, if I kind of do that, you can maybe see it a bit better. No pain, just like it's not there really, and of course I can't see it, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm cooking now and what I'm cooking with. So, vegan Wellington, easy peasy lemon squeezy, but no lemons. I'm using this vegan meat, which I love. They do the Impossible Burger as well, which Burger King do. It's just, you cannot tell the difference. My meat-eating husband thinks it's fantastic. My son loves the texture of it because there's no gristly bits. So we are all absolutely, we use this instead of meat now, mainly. Well, I definitely do. But you can use any vegan mince. Vivera do a really nice one as well, which I've also made this with. So this is my favourite one, so that's what I'm going to be using. French pay lentils, or some kind of French inspired lentils. They're a little bit gooey in the pack. Just one pack of each. Some onions. What I do with the onions is I fry them until they're kind of caramelised and translucent and caramelised, so they've got that lovely kind of really flavoursome onion flavour in it, really, that kind of sweet flavour. And then I stick them in my whizzer, whiz them up into a paste, because my son doesn't do bits. Okay, but what we've decided to do, because we've done lots of cooking during this time where we're locked down, is we cooked a giant wok full of onions, whizzed them all down, and there they are, full of flavour, ready to add to my dish, which makes it even quicker. So what we're doing now is we're whizzing up all the food we have to whiz up for my son, mushrooms and all sorts of things, and having them ready just to add, so it's just quicker to cook and it saves money, which is what we all probably want to do at this time. Bit of black pepper. I always put a dob of Marmite in it. Vegemite in Australia. It's kind of a yeast extract, basically. So that just adds a more meaty flavour and makes it darker brown. And vegan gravy granules. Again, just to kind of thicken it up. So that's it really. 1, 2, 3 ingredients and some seasoning. Easy. So I'm gonna just do what I normally do, brown the mince off till it's all kind of like loose bubbles. I'm gonna microwave these for 2 minutes because it means I add it to the pan hot, stir it together, add the onions in, stir it together. Takes literally 5-10 minutes max, and that's your mix ready to go into the Wellington. So I bought this puff pastry in a sheet, easy peasy and vegan too. I just wrap it in that and cook it. So I'm going to add my ingredients to my wok, which I have seasoned. It's nice and steaming hot. So here goes. Easy peasy. I'm going to use my lovely, look at my spoons, look at my spoons, look at that wood, isn't it just fantastic? I bought these on my last day in India when I did my yoga course, and I bought 2 of these, another spatula, I bought this one, there's one that needs to be washed. This is a potato masher, it's absolutely brilliant! And all of them came to the whopping sum of £2.50. So that's probably $2.50 now. Okay, so all I'm doing is just breaking this mince up, letting it brown. I haven't put enough oil in it, so I'm going to add some more oil. This is just light olive oil. And I got this lovely bottle. Come on. From Italy, when we went out there to celebrate my mum's 70th birthday with the whole of our family from Australia and the UK. So I'm just going to brown this in the normal way. I tend to cook everything on full pelt, which is probably, you know, not what you should do, but it is what I do. Okay, I'm going to add some of my seasoning already. Black pepper, I love black pepper on everything, as you know. Okay, and when that's browned all the way through, just like mince, I'm going to add the lentils. So I'll be back when I do that, because you don't know, just watch me just stirring mince, because it's not very exciting. Okay, see you in a minute. So it's got it a little bit more crispy now, I'll show you. And that'll be the back door going, so we've got all the doors open. We're decorating, so the front door's open, the back door's open. So it's a little bit, I'll zoom in on this when I edit, but it's getting a little bit more crispy. Can you see there's some darker bits? I want that texture in there, because it's nice to eat. Eating's all about texture, isn't it? Oh, look at that. So what happens with this is it can stick to the bottom a little bit, and you really want to get the brown bits with this vegan mince. You want to actually fry it. So I have added some more oil. You see it starts sizzling in the bottom of the pan, and then you can pull some of this stuff onto it so that it fries rather than kind of broils. You don't want it boiling, you want it to be nice and brown. So this has been on for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And see these pieces that are sticking to the wok here, I don't know if you can see here, I just scrape them off, because guess what, they're all beautiful crispy bits which go in and add a really nice textural eating experience, my darlings. Right, in fact, I think I'm going to go with that. I think that's just fine. So, in fact, this is ready. This is absolutely ready. You can see this texture here. See, it's loose, which is what you want, with no boulders in it. If there are any boulders in it, just like with meat mince, just tap them out. Okay, so I'm going to add my lentils, which I have heated in the microwave, just so that I'm adding more heat. See, they're kind of a sticky. I'm going to turn this right down now because I'm not stirring it. I don't want it to start burning on the bottom. Crispy, yes. Burning, no. I don't like the burny taste too much. But you know I waste not, want not, so I'm going to fold this down. It's very hot. I'm just going to stir this in. Just mix it through. Now, you need to get a consistency that's kind of juicy, but not too runny, otherwise it will just run out of the pastry when you wrap it up. Sometimes you might have to add a little water, it just depends. But this is quite a sticky consistency, but that will be quite dry to eat. So in goes some flavouring. Black pepper, why not? More black pepper. And get some big chunks of pepper in there. I'm going to add some gravy granules, just a little shower of them. and stir those in on a low heat. But I'm going to add a little bit of water, just a little bit, about a third of a cup of water, I reckon. So now that's making it a little bit more sloppy, which is really nice, and that will melt those gravy granules. Oh, my onion is not been added. How could I forget? The onion, which I've also defrosted in the microwave because I forgot to get that out yesterday. Look at that. So that is about 3 tablespoons, maybe 3 onions, like the ones I showed you. It's about that much. Can't waste anything. Okay, so this is going to give it more of a sloppy consistency, like a sloppy Joe. It's got to stay in the bread, but you don't want it rolling out in bubbles. Now see that? That's the consistency you want, but I'm going to add a little bit more flavour. I'm going to add my Marmite. Okay, Marmite is notoriously difficult to get out. In fact, we used to have the squeezy jar, which my son prefers. But Wink and I can't squeeze it hard enough to get anything to come out. It does our hands in, or particularly Wink's. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of Marmite in it. I'm going to try and drizzle it. So you can't drizzle this stuff, but it does loosen up when it heats. I just want to try not to have it all in one lump. I want to kind of distribute it, the flavour, through the mix. Here we go. Off you come. There. So I usually what I do to mix things like that in is I just fold it in on itself and squish it in so that it kind of doesn't stick to the spoon, and then you end up with it all on the spoon, not actually in the mix. I have to bury things like this and just give it a turn around. And the thing with this is you just need to get it a little bit crispy, the vegan meat, because you don't need to cook it through. It's you know, it's not a like raw meat or anything where you've got to make sure it's cooked. I'm going to just taste this now. Let's do it together. I know it needs more pepper, I can smell it does. Oh. It's so good. That's it. I'm going to add some more pepper, just because I like everything peppery, but it's done. So what you can do with this is you can let it cool a little bit. I'm going to turn it off now, because I don't want the liquid that's in it, which isn't much. I don't want to lose this consistency, I don't want it to dry out. So basically, this mixture here, you can just spread on the sheet pastry. So I'm going to move some things in my chaotic kitchen because we're decorating, as I've said. And we're spending most of our time in the garden actually, because the weather's so fantastic and it's just like an ideal opportunity to do that. So we're having a lot of fun with them. Pigs are getting lots of scratches, which is great. And I don't know, it's just, haven't brushed my hair today. I don't have any deodorant on, not going anywhere. It's just me and my body in my house. So there is quite a lot of freedom to be had here, and Wink and I are making the most of it. He's busily making a guitar down the shed now on account of receiving his birthday presents yesterday, so he's super excited. Okay, I will get the pastry ready for you, and you can watch me how I fill it, because it's very easy too. So I'm back with my pastry now, and I don't know if you have this in your countries, Just Roll, it is vegan. Most ready roll pastry is vegan, so that makes it super easy. And how you cook this is you follow the instructions on the back of your pack. So I am preheating my oven now to 220 degrees Celsius. Oh, they haven't got the Fahrenheit on here. Gas mark 7. 220 Celsius. It's probably about 400 odd Fahrenheit. I'm going to have to look that up now, of course. So I've got this little kitchen thing in my drawer I've had for 100 years. Gas mark 7. Yeah, it's 425 Fahrenheit. Okay, 220 Celsius, gas mark 7 for 18 to 20 minutes and brush with milk. I'm going to use almond milk, of course. I'm not using cow's milk. So, right, and the good thing about this is that it comes on its own bit of baking parchment, which means you can lift it really easily into your baking tin. I've got a tin rather than a sheet. So hang on, let me show you what I'm doing. Here we are. So it just unrolls really carefully. I just unroll it slowly. I've defrosted this. I just took it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge overnight. If you're too quick here, you can break off this little end here, which you don't want to waste any, because I think half the reason we like beef Wellington so much, or vegan Wellington in our case, is because the pastry is so gorgeous. And it's kind of soft on the bottom and crunchy on the top. So here is my, I'm going to get a knife here and I'm going to cut that in the middle just by eye, probably less, need more to go over the top. Right, off you come. Just pop you there for a minute. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this paper so I can just get this out of the way. That's going to be my lid. So this is my bottom because this bit doesn't look so attractive. Right, put that there. Here we come with the wok. Get rid of that rubbish. Put it in the very useful bin, which is my kitchen floor right now. So here we go. It's still hot because I've just made it. What you can do is you can build this, construct your Wellington, and you can put it in the fridge to kind of chill. I think all the professional chefs do it. Put it in the fridge to chill for half an hour before placing in the oven. I think that just helps the pastry just to keep all the innards inside. But you can see this isn't going to be running out anywhere because it's not full of liquid, which then makes your pastry soggy, and then it comes out of the oven and you've made it look all nice and it just looks like some catastrophe has happened. Tastes the same, of course, but you know, it's nice to put something nice on the table when you've made it yourself. Looks like there's a rogue onion in there. Can you see that rogue onion? If I don't take that out, what do you think the bets are that Finian will get it? Yep, so we're going to remove that terrible, terrible thing. Of course, you know, where is my spatula? I can't waste this because look, that's all good flavour. It's all food we've paid for, all food we've cooked. There we go. Put that over there. This drives Wink mad, by the way, because he just, honestly, it's like half the dinner's left when he scraped a pot out, and I'm like, I think I was OCD. Right, and of course, I can do this with this because the wok isn't hot anymore. Otherwise, it would melt my. I use these for, as you can imagine, scraping the living daylights out of everything I have. Okay, so now, because I don't want to touch this with my hands, I'm going to kind of make this get this even so that everyone gets a proper slice of this. Just kind of, I'm leaving like a centimetre or like half an inch around the edges. Get that back into that corner though. We don't want a big empty pastry corner, do we? Oh no. Well, actually some people do like a big hunk of pastry. Get this out here. See, it's behaving very well, look, see? Very well behaved bit. And you can already see that that's going to be something solid to slice because it slices in perfect slices. It really does. So, get that on there. I was going to say, I don't want to get it up my fingernails, but my fingernails are a thing of the past. They kind of don't grow anymore after all those gel nails I had on them. But at least I have got rid of the hypocenia. Oh gosh, nearly forgot. Rogue onion. Out, vile onion, out. So I might eat that later. Right, so I've got a little gap here around the edge. I think you can see that quite well actually. I'll show you. See, I've got an edge around it. So what I'm going to do now is get some almond milk. Just need a little bit because that just happens to be the one that's in my fridge that's open at the moment. I normally have cashew nut milk, but it's quite hard to get that at the moment, so I'm grateful for what I can get, and they all taste nice. So I'm just painting this around here so that the pastry sticks. I'm sure anyone that's ever made anything with pastry knows why I'm doing this. But you don't want your seams opening up in the oven and everything billowing out the side like it's been stepped on in the oven. And of course what comes out will be overcooked as well, and it's a waste of all that flavour. Right, so here's my top. I'm just going to have a look at the underside of that and see which one I want to have up. I'm going to put that like this. I'm going to have the dry side up, so there we go. I'm just pressing it down on top of my little margin around the edge, just making the corners meet. It's like I'm making a garment. See? A little bit of juice came out there. I think that's probably milk actually, not. See? Look at that. Oh, it's come off the bottom here. Yeah, this one's quite full packet. Doesn't matter, it will all sort itself out. So then I'm going to do this thing where you pull one side up and you go around making a little frill. This helps it to stick together and it makes it look nice. I'm not sure that this is the technical way to do it, but this is the way I do it. Again, it helps it stay together. I've made this I think about 5 times now and it's never spilt out yet, but of course I'm going to show you this when it comes out of the oven. It'll probably be all over the place. That'll be Murphy's Law coming into place. Right, so I'll speed this bit up. So there we have it. It's all done. I don't make any holes in this at all. So I'm just going to paint this very gently. Right, I'm not going in with the brush there. I don't want to make any holes in it because this will make it look a bit nicer when it comes out. And anything I don't use, I'm just going to drink. So just put it on those ridges there. Normally, I have enough pastry left to make a really nice, I usually put a little tree on it because they're long, thin bits and I kind of lay them all out like a little tree. But I think the meat that I use, the vegan Beyond Meat Company's vegan mince, it's got more in the pack. It's more quantity in the pack than the Vera one, and maybe yours does too. How much is actually in there? Let's see. Where's me packet? Probably 400 grams. 400 grams. So that's it really. It's really simple. You know, everybody loves it. I'm going to have it with some broccoli from the garden, which my son won't eat because he only likes the globe one and it's too broccoli-y for him. But I'm going to have that. It's all sprouted and looks horrendous, but it'll taste good. So I'm going to have that with that and some potatoes. Cheers. A little bit of almond milk left over. Nothing goes to waste in this household. And look. I will show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. I'm going to put it in now for 15 to 20 minutes. Did I say it said? 18 to 20 minutes in my preheated oven. And you will see what happens when it comes out. Something I forgot to say is because it's on its own baking sheet or parchment sheet, I was able to lift it off my board and just pop it straight in the pan. And I'll serve it off that as well. So don't even have to worry about how to get it off the board into the tin. It's that easy. Yes, this is my broccoli and the last little bit of Cavello Nero. My broccoli, none of it looks like this. I'm not going to be growing it again. I'm going to stick to this spinach and stuff that actually comes out right. So my son's going to have this, which is from the shop. And we are going to have all these little baby ones, which I've picked before they turn into flowers. It's out of the oven and it is looking pretty fantastic. Look at that. Smells absolutely divine, as you would expect it to. And I'm having it with a Jersey roll potatoes, with fresh mint from my garden, and my broccoli flowers. There'll be a picture on the front of this which you'll already have seen, which shows you what it looks like when it's all carved up. Nom nom. Lots of love to you all, miss you lots, and really lovely to be back chatting with you all again. Stay safe, happy and healthy, please.